Here we have the problem for today's video, and this is the problem that I was asked in one of the coding competitions. So our task is to find the minimum pair difference in the array of n elements. So we have, let's say, n elements in an array. We have to find each possible pairs and their difference, and from that list of difference we have to select or the print the minimum values. Let me clarify the problems with an example. Let's say we have an array that consists of four elements. For now simplicity, let's take four elements, 1 4 6 and the 9. So we can have different pairs from these array. All right, so let's say for 1 it can have pair with the 1 and 4, 1 and 6 and 1 and 9. All right, and then for the second elements, that's the 4, it already formed pair with the 1, so we don't need that. So we need 4 and the 6 and 4 and the 9, and then for 6 6 and the 9. And the difference of the pair is, here we have 3, here we have 5, here we have 8, here we have 2, and here we have 5, and here we have 3. Now let's take, even if it comes out to be negative, we don't carry it because we will be taking its absolute value. So, and the minimum value from this list is the 2. So 2 is what we have to give at the end. So that is the problem we are going to solve, and we are going to implement in programming language. And for this purpose, I'm going to open an IDE, and we are going to solve this in Java. So here I am going to erase it. Okay, so I'm going to open inside of maybe collections. No. Okay, so inside of the practice, minimum pair difference Java, and we will be erasing it. Okay, so let me erase it because we are going to solve it from the scratch, so that you will also be coding along with me. Okay, so PS, I'm going to generate main, sorry, public static void main string array of args. All right, so, and then I'm going to so that we can later on. So here we are going to create a method called public void calculate, and and print this and difference dot calculate. I hope you can understand this code because this is really simple. All right, so here what we have to do is, first we have to read the number of elements. So we are going to declare some variables. We will have integer elements. Let's say integer n, because it will be how many elements do we want. And we also need to take input. That's why we have the method called scanner in Java, and yes, c equal to new, sorry, scanner, and then system dot in. All right, that's the scanner sc. So what's that error? I don't think it's an error. All right, so this is how we can read number, and then after taking in here we can say user to input elements. So enter number of elements. All right, so number of elements, and yan equals prc dot next in. That's how we take number of integer. That's how we read integer number in Java. And then we have to declare an array, and we are going to create the array of this size, right? So we have to create integer array. Okay, let's say array equals new, because it's of integer type, and then new integer and of size. So we have now declared an array. So we are now going to say in sorry, user to input for number of every elements. Let's say enter the every elements. All right, and inside of the for loop, we are going to loop through that array I equals 0, I less than arr dot length, and then I plus plus, and in here we are going to read an array. So elements of an array. So arr of I equals new, sorry sc dot next. So we are putting every elements that the user enters into that array. So by taking the loop. All right. So here we have inputted in every elements in an array. So now what we have to do is we have to find the pair, and then we have to compare the difference. So for that we need two loops. All right, so let me copy it, paste it here, then all right, so now for integer j equals I plus 1, and then j less than arr dot length, then j plus plus, and here we go. And if so before that I wanna let you know that we need something else, because if we are comparing for let's say we are comparing for the minimum value, so we have to compare with some reference value, and in Java we can do that with int let's say value equals integer dot max value. So this is the possible maximum value in that value we are going to calculate is less than this, we are going to replace this value with that value so that we can store the minimum pair difference. All right, so don't be confused with that. So here now I'm going to compare. So if math.apps, it means absolute value of um, absolute value array j minus array of I is less than value, then we are going for so value equals, and again this result, right? So okay, and then here we go, is the right method apps some result and then value, and here we go. Yes, so this is the loop, and value will be that, and it will iterate through each and every pair, and it will replace the corresponding value, and it will compare eventually with that value. That's how we store the minimum pair difference. All right, so here in outside of this loop we are going to print minimum pair difference is, and then again, so we are going to give value. All right, so let me call, oh, we already call it. Let me format it and let me save it. And I will open the Java perspective because I think I'm in Spring perspective. Okay, so now, so let me save it again and let me run it and let's compare the result. Oh, sorry, there is something. Okay, so window perspective, open perspective. What's happening with this IDE? Other and then Java. Okay, I think it's ready. Oh, enter the number of elements. Now let's say we want again these four elements, and I'm going to enter these elements for the reference 1469. Oh, 1 1 4 6 and then 9, and minimum pair is 2. Right here we have came to the conclusion of 2. Okay, let me run it again and compare this result. So enter, let's say we want now 5 elements, and 1 5 and then the 8 and then 12 and then 4. Okay, so I don't know. Oh, minimum pair difference is -1. I think there is something wrong with. Oh, here I have to put math.apps again because we, for simplicity, let's not take negative value. Okay, so here again, and then let me run it again. And okay, so 5 1 23 4. The minimum difference is 1 because of these 3 and 4. So here is how we can solve this particular problem. I hope you got this idea, and you can again try on your own and build your own logic and compare with my result. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.